Hello everybody, it is nice to be back on here. So sorry guys, I haven't posted in a little bit. I've been pretty busy lately, but now I am finally back and ready to do some more videos again. So for this video, I'm going to do what I call a roundup video, where I review some stuff that I've watched recently. And in this video, I'm going to review Predator Badlands, The Running Man, The Monkey, and Sisu Road to Revenge in this video. This is going to be very fun, and I cannot wait to do like more of these roundup videos every now and then. Without further ado, let's just jump right in. Okay, first one up is Predator Badlands, which I saw last week. I absolutely loved this movie. I thought it was awesome. The action was awesome. The characters were really good. Visually, it was really fun. Okay, the planet that this movie takes place on is visually awesome and leads to a lot of creative action sequences and a lot of really good special effects. You can tell there's a good mix of both practical and CG. Ellie Fanning's character never got annoying for me. I thought she was one of the highlights of the film. There's this space monkey that's in the movie. He was one of my favorite parts of the film. And the actual Predator, the idea of like him being kind of the runt of his clan, I thought was brilliant. And the fact that he had to prove himself, I absolutely loved. In terms of issues, you know, there's some story stuff, you know, in the third act that did feel a little unnecessary. But other than that, I really enjoyed this movie. And I would strongly recommend going to go see it, if you still can. And I'm going to give it an A. Next up is The Running Man. This is not technically a remake of the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is a different adaptation of the book. And I, for the most part, greatly enjoyed this movie. This is almost an A+ movie for me. There's just a few pacing issues that kind of hold it back. What I really enjoyed about this movie was how the motivation behind the main character's reason for going on the Running Man, to me, was a lot better than it was in the 80s film. Well, which, the 80s film, I do like the 80s film, you know, but this one I like more because the motivation in terms of why this guy is joining the Running Man is really compelling. Also, you can tell they have a higher budget, and so they can play around with like the game and how, you know, how the big corporate people constantly try to rig the game for the players to lose. I thought that was really compelling and really good commentary. Also, the comedy is really funny. The action is really compelling and really well filmed too. Glenn Powell is great in the film. Josh Brolin is awesome. Really all the acting was really terrific. The cinematography in this movie is gorgeous. It is a gorgeous looking movie. And yeah, everything's filmed great. The editing, for the most part, is really good. They know just what to cut and just what to leave in, and they know like how to edit the action in a way that makes it feel compelling. Also, this is edited in a way where it's like you can see the action. Also, Michael Cera is in this movie, and he's great. And it's kind of a Scott Pilgrim reunion. There we go. And yeah, like Michael Cera was was really good, and his character was great. Okay, yeah. So my issues with the film is that the first act has some kind of pacing issues. I thought the first half was moving a bit too slowly, and I felt that could have been paced better. But once it gets to the actual Running Man, that's when the movie really kicks into high gear, and it gets really fun and entertaining. And so in the long run, I would very much recommend this movie. If you could get through the first few minutes, which definitely aren't bad, but do have some pacing issues, you're going to find a really fun, fast-paced action movie that, that I had a great time with, and I'm going to give it A-. Alright, the next one up is The Monkey. I watched it this week on Hulu. Oh my gosh, this is the craziest horror movie I've seen all year, and it's also the funniest horror movie I've seen all year. This is everything that I wanted it to be and so much more. Oh man, this movie was fantastic. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. It is equal parts genuinely creepy and really funny. The kills are great. The gore is amazing. Great effects on the gore. The characters are really, really well written and have a lot of dimension to them, particularly the brothers. Those characters are really the heart of the film, and I thought those two characters were pretty much perfect. The acting from everyone is great. Theo James is phenomenal. So is Elijah Wood. He's also great in the film. And the actual monkey looks both kind of creepy and kind of funny. Well, which is definitely the intent, I think, is that you're not supposed to take this movie 100% seriously. You're supposed to have fun. And for me, I had a lot of fun watching this. So my only issue with the film that kind of holds it from being an A+ movie for me is that the character of the son, I felt could have been written better, and the connection between Theo James and his son, I never really bought, which was a little bit of a problem, but besides that, this movie was a blast. If you go into it knowing it's a very dark horror comedy, I think you'll really, really enjoy this movie. It is one of my favorite movies of the year. I'm going to give it an A. Okay, last one up is Sisu Road to Revenge. I just saw this last night. I really enjoyed the first Sisu. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was pretty epic, and I was very, very excited to see the sequel. Guys, this movie did not disappoint. This is a case where the sequel, I thought, was even better than the first one. Man, this movie was so awesome. Everything in this movie is upped. The action, the style, the characters, the story, everything is up to 11. Man, this movie has some of the craziest action sequences I've seen in an action movie. Not just this year, but just in a while. Like, man, the action sequences are awesome. One of the big standouts for me involves a plane and this truck full of wood. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. That action scene was awesome. There's a great one in the climax that takes place in a train. I wanted to stand up and cheer and just shout, yeah! Throughout that whole climax. It was so awesome and white-knuckled. Stephen Lane is phenomenal as the villain. And the guy who plays Sisu himself is phenomenal. And, okay, what I find most impressive is that you can get so much emotion out of him without even, him talking, because he never really talks in the film, and yet you get, what he's feeling just through the expressions on his face, and that is really, really impressive. Also, with this one, you can tell that they had, a little bit of a higher budget, and I would say for the most part, the effects are really good. Also, Stephen Lane's character is one nasty villain, and this is a villain you want to see get his comeuppance, and when he does, it is awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any issues with this movie. I think it is the exact kind of movie it should be, and I loved every single minute of this movie, and I'm going to give it an A+. Definitely one of my favorite movies of the year. And, I mean, with these 4 movies here, really just solidifies what a great year 2025 has been for movies, in my opinion. 2025, I think, has been one of the best years for movies in quite a while. Man, when I make my best movies of 2025, that's going to be hard. This has been a wonderful year for movies, and I cannot wait to see even more. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Stay tuned for even more movie reviews coming up very soon. As always, I will see you later. Take care.